We welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the International Passenger Terminal in Busan, South Korea, for the 9th Esports World Championship. I am pretty new to casting Tekken, and so for me, I am kind of diving into the deep end, and boy, how deep it has been. Just some of the most incredible sets I have ever watched, and granted, there haven't been a lot of those, but these have been great. And we are setting up for our second semifinal match coming your way. Slight update, we haven't really talked about it too much yet, but did want to confirm that there will be a third and fourth place match not immediately following this. We'll have this game, then a small break, and then the third and fourth place match, and then, of course, the finals to come after that. But a lot of Tekken still left to be played.
So far for the third place match, we have the loser of the previous match, which is Kira. He'll be going against whoever loses this set. Mm-hmm. And speaking of Kira, that last set was...
I don't know, how much closer could it have gone?
No, that was a fantastic set of Tekken. I think that was easily the best set we've had so far at this tournament. Mm-hmm. I would easily watch that again. That was very exciting.
Basically, just watch all of Kira's games from either the quarterfinals or semifinals. They're just all fantastic.
He's been doing really well.
He's had to play against some of the stiffest competition in this entire tournament. And now you can see setting up on stage. Great competition as well. And we should shift to talking about this series because, oh my god, it's going to be sick. We've already seen Dojin play once. Who's he going to bring out here? Because you can see, like, they list on screen that Lars is his most popular character, but not necessarily the one that he's going to bring out because he actually has quite a large roster.
This is a character, Lars specifically, is the character that he has been playing in tournaments where he feels like it's clutch time. So I remember him bringing it out versus JDCR in a tournament a while back. He lost, I think it was 3-0 or something, and he was in loser's side. But he stuck with Lars throughout the entire way. And I remember someone saying it was because regardless of how bad the character is seen as or how limited his options are at high-level play, it's his favorite character. It's the character he thinks he plays best at, and he enjoys playing him. And at the end of the day, the character you enjoy the most is probably the character you're going to have the most fun playing, as well as the same time probably perform your best at. So will we see Lars? Will we see Hwarang? It's the character he's been using a lot. Will we see another one of the characters? He does play. I'd say I want to list the characters he could play, but then I'd just be listing the entire roster.
Right. It's going to be deep. And for our second semifinal, once again, it is a first to 5, a best of 9. And we didn't talk too much about his opponent from New Zealand, Nova. He has been really, really killing it, and hasn't at least audibly been very confident, but has certainly had the skills to back everything up. And his roster maybe not quite as deep, but the skill level demonstrably still very high.
Yes, and as we saw that the preferred character for Cornova is Shaheen,
right.
But I would say that
he's also got a sick Dragonov as well.
But PBE Dojin is arguably the best Shaheen in the Philippines.
Really?
Yes, it's one of his best characters. So he obviously knows the character.
He's going to know the matchup,
yes,
right?
He knows how he wants to play. So Cornova has to play in a way that, it puts him on guard. Like he has to think. And here we see one of the unconventional picks.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
What is happening here? Okay.
Okay, so we see Dojin picking Eddie and Cornova picking Kazumi. Kazumi, my main character, and the best character in the game.
All right, start saying some numbers to me, Alchemist.
In terms of what?
Well, you would be uniquely qualified to commentate a Kazumi match.
Oh, it's nothing special. You're just going to see a lot of down forward 1, a lot of down back 4, a lot of running 2, and a lot of, just slow
exactly.
Game.
I couldn't have said it better. All of those moves, and possibly even more. Wow, I'm just kind of surprised to see Eddie here. This is the first game of Eddie I've seen even past top 16.
Okay, so we got an infinite stage. Eddie, really good at infinite because he has the best backdash in the entire game. Look at that smooth backdash. And we have Kazumi, who does really well against Eddie because her down forward 1 floats out relaxed. He gets a full combo after moves like this, and there we go, just as I was saying it. Once again, thank you to the players for listening to the commentators and making my job easy, showing them what I'm talking about. Nice tech on the throw there.
I gotta say, for Kazumi, she's gotta really be focused in this matchup because, for a character that has a tiger playing against somebody that's literally wearing another member of the cat family, you gotta know there's some vengeance there.
Yeah, I mean the tiger must be scared.
He knows what happened to his friend, man.
That's why he's disappearing at the end of every
He
attack.
just runs away. All right, well, either way, I love it. So far, Dojin is really, really killing it. It's up 2 in our first set. This is kind of the way to set the stage, but because it is still a first to 5, there's plenty of Tekken7 to be played.
Oh, and nice hit confirm there. And something to point out about this matchup is, yes, Kazumi is good against Eddie because of down forward 1 hitting relaxed, but at the same time, if she commits to the second hit of down forward 1-2 in neutral, and it's blocked, Eddie will launch that with a while standing 1-3. And look at these compact backdashes here by Dojin, just working his way out. Doesn't want to commit to anything. We have 30 seconds left, and he's got about 95% HP. Cornova almost now in rage, just trying to space him out. Doesn't want to commit to it. And just as he goes in for the wild riding 2, gets counter hit with a down forward 2. Very good patience there by Dojin. It takes 3 rounds straight here in Arctic Snowfall. Will we see a character select? Will we see a stage select? I mean, that looked like it was free. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we're going to need to see something else. I mean, we talked about how great these players were, and you got a chance to watch the round of 8 before this, but I mean, whoa, you got to change something. So what's it going to be? Character, stage? If every game goes that way, we're not going to be here much longer.
I think you have a fair few chances since this is a first to 5. You probably want to maybe stick with the character, change stage for now, and maybe later commit to your other characters. Because right now, yeah, nothing is working out for him. He definitely needs something to change.
What will be the change? We are preparing for our second set. Both players like getting in their mental zone. Here we go. Sticking with Eddie, and there's the Shaheen.
And we're in Jungle Outpost right now. This is a fun stage to watch fight in. We got wall breaks, we got a lot of walls at every corner, we got 2 levels, we got a balcony break, a bit of everything right now. And we got a good start here for Dojin. 10 seconds in already, and we got them pokes working up the legs. Just backdashing his way out. There's that beautiful backdash from Eddie. And Cornova doesn't want to commit to Eddie, he's coming with the down forward 1. I see a 4-1 coming in the near future, and there it is. Down forward 1.
Up against the wall, though. Rolls out of it. Throw not going to land, but it still looks like Eddie is having a little bit more of a problem against this Shaheen.
Nice low parry there, and sidesteps to reline, gets the wall combo. Drops the combo, and a nice break there by Dojin. Sidestep 3-flop sword. That move is actually -16 on block in this game.
Oh my god.
Alright, so now, nice block there, no punish. Could have gotten a down back 2-1 for a wall splat. But it did have a lot of pushback since I think he blocked it shallow. 7 seconds left in the round. Both players in no position to end it, but looks like Dojin will take it just based off timer scan. And he does.
That's our first time up of the semifinals.
Yep.
So nice to see that it is going the distance, but in the end, Eddie's still working out really well for Dojin. I kind of was surprised to see it at first, but glad it is really up to par for this very high pressure semifinals. Nova going for the character change to try to mix it up, but it's not working out just yet.
I feel like Dojin is just playing so well when it comes to turtling that Cornova has absolutely no way to open him up right now. He needs to either commit to a slide mix-up or something. He needs to just use something to make him think about his offense rather than just backdashing away, waiting for a whiff punch or down forward 3+4, or just, you know, just moving away with a life lead. Because right now, we're going into the second round, which looks like to end in a timeout.
Oh, so sick! He'll get the launch, carry him not quite all the way to the wall, but man, Nova almost feels like set up for that.
This is the most defensive Eddie I've seen in a long time. Oh, we're going to go to another timeout. And no, gets the punish on the forward 3. That is -12 on the clock. 2 seconds left in the round. Still takes it. 2 rounds up now for Dojin.
Oh, man. I mean, this Eddie just kind of has it all there. I mean, it looks like me standing backwards on a treadmill, man. He is just always, like, has the ability to create so much distance. He's just chilling on the floor.
Finally
totally
gets something. This is like the first real signs of life that Dojin has shown in this match. Other than that, it's just been defense the entire time.
Yeah, a lot of holding back on that controller. I gotta say, Dojin knows exactly not only just when to be defensive, but he just does it long enough to find the perfect moment to strike, and it's just like it's an Eddie clinic.
Nice. Sidestep 3+4, gets a combo there, drops it because it was off axis. Shaheen now in rage, down 4 comes out, down back 1, or down forward 1 rather. No one wants to commit to anything, he just down 4s, hits him out of the rage drive, get up kick to beat him, got greedy there on the approach and loses it for it. 3 rounds straight once again, 6 rounds straight overall. Dojin looking strong right now.
I mean, this is a Tekken marathon. Oh, a shake of the head there. You can see that New Zealand may need a little bit of a breather to come back in this. He's dropped a couple sets so far, and just no answer to this defensive Eddie.
And straight back into it. You know, my feeling behind this is that I think he should play his Dragunov. Because Dragunov, it's much easier to open people up since you have down 2 and stuff like that. Maybe for one match, and then switch back to Shaheen if he feels uncomfortable. But just to switch off the timing and the rhythm of Dojin for now. But we can see that he's stuck with Shaheen. Hopefully it goes in his favor this time, because right now we're just seeing Turtle Fest, which I'm not complaining about. Just that,
no, I mean, it kind of looks strange from a spectator point of view, especially if you're a little bit new to Tekken. You're like, well, why is he just running away? Well, it's because of that. Like, nobody does it better than Eddie, and Dojin's just really playing to his strengths.
Down to the last 15 seconds, Dojin playing at a 50% life advantage, and right now both players close to rage, whereas Kornova already has it. 7 seconds left. Will he commit to the rage drive? Goes for the slide, finally gets him with one of those, and a spring kick beats out the low and closes it out with the timer scan once again.
Round 2.
Man, if he had just had one more second, but no, another time up, and it just really is a testament to Dojin's play style. He is more than willing to win the game with a time up. So it really kind of puts the onus on Nova to really get in there and find an opening, find a way to break through his defense.
Nice, hits him out of the relax with the back 4. That is a reliable tool since it's grounded. Very good choice there. It's unfortunate that Shaheen can't pick up so easily. Went for the hop kick. For some reason, it was crushed with the relax 4th or the 3. Goes for the rage drive. Second hit whips because he was grounded. Gets it with the homing whip. Shaheen down rage and closes out with down forward 4. Oh, sorry.
Clutch way to finish it, but man, Dojin, no problems closing this out. And man, we could set up for what is a surprisingly one-sided series.
This is 8 rounds straight. This is looking...
there's just no answer.
Yeah, there's no answer right now. Could have waited for the last hit. Last hit is minus 14. Nice duck there. Gets the 4-1 punish. Nice break on the 1+2. So sidestep 3+4. Gets a combo. Will he break the wall? Looks like he will. Up forward 3+4. What's he going to go for OG? Went for the up back 3.
He gets punished for sitting down on the job. He stands right back up and does have this life lead. We're about halfway through our time. Dojin won it based on that before, and he just seems more than comfortable just backdashing until, well, I guess he does have a wall behind him now, but not going to be defensive for long. Goes in and picks up the win again.
9 rounds straight. Very convincing for Dojin. Yeah, it just looks like Kornova can't open him up. He's just playing so defensively. And, you know, with Eddie, you got to be scared because if you go in, he could go into relax, avoid your moves. He has down for 3+4 if you whiff something, and he can just backdash all day. And right now, because of the way Kornova is choosing to play, he's playing very conservatively. It's not working out in his favor because Dojin is doing the same thing, except on a character that benefits more from it. Shaheen out there wants to get more of the counter hit 4s, the 4-1s. Well, Dojin is not pressing any of these buttons. He's not giving him chances. So I definitely think we should... I would definitely like to see a Dragunov kick right now.
Yeah, I mean, they are taking a little bit longer in this character selection stage, so it's definitely possible. While we're waiting to get in this, the sports teams in New Zealand are called the All Blacks. Because he's an esports player, he's one of the E-Blacks. So I'm like, okay, well, nice try there.
And there we go, this is the Dragunov.
That's his team, that's his player, or his character. Okay, yeah, his player, that's the character. Dragunov, a nice change, but how is this going to change this matchup?
Okay, so I think he's just going to play more aggressively. I see more down 2 and throw mix-ups coming his way, because I feel like he can't open him up, and Dragunov's going to do a lot with that. So like there we see the down 2s, and I think we're going to see a throw soon.
Yeah, down 2 until Kingdom Come. There is that. Oh my God, the turner is not going to be enough. He does defensively get back.
He does
up.
have rage. We'll see a rage drive. That is launch punishable. That is minus 26 on block, defending the rage. It ends it with a down 3.
Well, more importantly, he's going to end that 9-game win streak for Dojin, and I mean, maybe this character change is really what Nova needs. He definitely needs like a mental reset to get himself back into this game. He had in his hands earlier, but it looks like this Dragunov change is paying off.
Yeah, this is definitely what he needed. It's breathing life into his playstyle. He can just play more aggressively and get away with it, because this is the way Dragunov functions as a character. You force your opponent to make bad decisions based off your running 2 and your down 2, and then you have grabs to compensate for mind games if they can't break the throws based on reaction. And right now, just 2 rounds straight from Cornova, just working his way back into this set. That is minus 13. Could have punched that with a down forward 4.
It's finally back.
Dashing in his face.
Are we watching it? Yeah, it's just like saying, hit me, do it. Nice down twos, like consistently getting Nova into a great spot, but is it good enough? He is enraged, but
down
can't
close
find
it out.
Yep.
Round 4.
Now to round 4. Nova, I guess, kind of poised to take it here as Dragunov is working out, but it feels like little bit by little, Dojin's Eddie is figuring it out.
That was a beautiful combo. Actually, I've never seen that. And while standing 3 to the ender, of course, the full 3 to the end of it.
Now, new stuff all the time. Now, just barely love tapping him into rage. Now, Nova's got to do something with it. Is this
Nice
chance?
counter hit there. That is that plus 10 counter hit animation for the down 2. No duck on the second hit. Down forward 1-1, sorry. No duck on the second hit either for that one. Goes to relax that, just playing very defensively. Wants to wait it out, doesn't want to commit to anything. 20 seconds left, and falls for the second hit of the down 4-3.
Final round.
Dragunov does get a good punish on that, so you know if you're gonna go for it, you might as well hit it, right? Plus frame goes for the down 3, nice punish there on it. Down 2 gets the down hit, goes for the back 3-3, doesn't hit confirm it. No punish there by Cornova, sidestep 3 plus 4.
Nova just loving these down twos, trying to use that as like, you know, one of the real go-tos. Why you switch here into Dragunov, and it's been working out in the first couple of sets, but now he's just getting swept over and over again.
And a very good combo here. I think he could have gotten a while standing 1+2 or shoulder or something else. Either way, he's doing really well in this round. Does a jump over setup, goes into the full crouch down forward 4. No low parry there. Dragunov does have rage. 19 seconds left. 2 rounds apiece. Who's going to take it? Rage drive comes out. Plus frame. Goes for the homing move. Down forward 2. Goes for the cross forward 1.
Oh my God!
Down forward 2. And takes it.
Sickest sidestep. And finally, Cornova makes it work. The character change looked a little bit shaky there in the middle, but takes his first set.
Finally puts himself on the board. Very good showing. That's exactly what he needed. He didn't switch to Dragunov. He knew what he was. He knows what he's lacking. He's a smart enough player. And yeah, the switch, in terms of character, in terms of playstyle, in terms of timing, and everything else, I think Dojin's going to be hard pressed to stick with Eddie. I think he's going to do a character select.
I mean, let's not forget that the Eddie to start with was a little bit surprising. We haven't seen it yet this tournament, at least in the broadcasted games. And for Dojin, I mean, one of his main strengths is the depth of his character pool. It's more of a character ocean. It's just kind of, they filled it up, the water's over the side, and you got to like dip into that when you are faced with maybe a pick like Eddie. It works for a while, but over these long series, you're going to get downloaded eventually. So nice to mix it up. It worked well enough for Cornova. Got him his first set win. We'll see if we see a character change. There it is, Kazumi.
Another Kazumi. I like seeing Kazumi on screen.
He's like, anything you can do, I can do better. He's going to bring it out against Cornova's Dragunov.
Goes for the forward 4. I actually haven't called a Kazumi match in a while. Goes for the while standing 1-2. Could have gotten a better punch. That is minus 13 on block. Down back 4. Gets it down in. Goes for the Tiger follow-up. Not the best in terms of Oki, but the best in terms of damage. Doesn't duck the third hit.
Now, I just want to see what Dojin's playstyle looks like now that he's not going to be going for just non-stop defense. He's going to hit the rage, but oh my God, the Jungle's going to do it. Nova takes first game of the set.
Yeah, he got greedy. He went for the hop kick and got floated out with a back 2-1. Nice conversion there by Cornova. Knows he could have got a combo and ends it right there. Takes a 1-round lead. See, Kazumi is either going to play very aggressively or just going to whittle away at your health with her pokes. Right now, Dojin playing very defensively, just weary of what's going to happen because he's scared of Dragunov's running 2, down 2. But I think this is the correct way to approach the matchup. Playing very similar to the way he played Eddie, but you know, he can choose to take a bit more risks with Kazumi because she's really good up close as opposed to Eddie, who doesn't really have any amazing tools. I guess your relaxed stance.
Yeah, it doesn't get much more relaxed than laying on the ground. Kazumi not going to do that just yet. Nova wants to put her there and doing a good job, gets the launch, but not going to follow it up.
Nice sidestep. That is Kazumi's weak side. He knows to step right. That down forward one used to track both ways in 7.0, but they, you know, over time it's become easier to step it, and Cornova knows that. Nice start with the 1+2 there. Good damage, gets the running 2. Goes for the health rate, doesn't finish the ender. 1+2, can we have a perfect? And we do. Sidestep to realign and ends the round.
Okay, all right. I was I'm starting to get a little skeptical, but no, Kazumi's going to breathe life into it. A nice way to kind of reset the momentum.
Down back
Nova,
four.
yeah,
Down three.
what was the big difference from Nova that game? I mean, you go from like kind of dominating 2 games in a row, and then you get perfect in third.
It just happens. Like every now and again, your opponent will have like one good start to a match, and one good decision will lead to another. No duck there, falls for the second hit. Dragunov now in rage. Will we see a rage drive? I think he's going to do down 2 instead because he expects the opponent to do rage drive. And I was right, he does down 2.
Good guy players. Make us casters look like we know what we talked about.
2.
Oh my god,
Gets
so
the hop kick.
close, but it's not enough. Not a perfect, but a great finish there for Dojin, evening it up.
Fight.
Ties it up at 2-2. Starts off with the down 3+4. Goes for these lows, just trying to work his ankles. Gets low parried for it, and he will get a wall carry here. Drops it. Could have gotten a better punish, but that was completely whiffed.
If that was Eddie, it would have done damage, but no, it's Kazumi. So she will flip back to her feet, but still in a little bit of a high-pressure situation.
And nice step. Gets the 1-3-2. Can he close it out?
Kind of stepped into the wall, but he does. Wow, second set in a row.
Old reliable, down 2, taking it out for him. Very well done by Kornova, getting himself back into this in a commanding fashion. Now it's 3-2.
That move is so good. I'm going to like practice it in real life after this, so that then the next time I'm confronted with a difficult situation in my life, I just walk up and, I mean, that's going to solve my problems, right? It's solving the problems for Kornova. He takes his second set in a row. This Dragunov just really coming in clutch, and Doja's sticking with the Kazumi.
Straight back into it, straight into the 5th match. Oh, 6th match, sorry.
Yeah, gotta say after 9 straight, you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, wait a second. Like, that's just a lot of wins for Dojin, but no, Nova looked like head in his hands, he was done, but no, bouncing back, now literally bouncing us into our, what is this, 6th set of our first to 5 series, second semifinal. I mean, I love to see the comeback, and Nova just non-stop.
I don't like what I'm seeing here from Dojin. He's doing a lot of panic hop kick. He hasn't done a single like panic down forward 2, which is a good sign, but I think he should just focus more on neutral game, because when he was doing that, playing slow, he was winning against Kornova. But Kornova did change to Dragunov.
My God.
1+2 throw.
This is another perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, another perfect.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is just a little too close to call just yet. Just when we were thinking maybe Kazumi is not going to do it for Dojin, he just proves that he has what it takes. I mean, you were saying these things just happen, but Nova still seems to be able to mentally steel himself against getting perfected and come back and still make this competitive.
Well, sometimes, you know, like I said, you get one good decision, the decision snowballs, and then your opponent has no idea what to do simply because your position in the map or in the stage, and you're like, oh, I'm screwed, what do I do? And he went for the forward 3 to the fly 2, which is uninterruptible. With the second hit, gets jabbed out of it, and Kornova takes a 1-round lead.
I mean,
nice hop kick, good timing there. He didn't get him to the wall. Big damage if he does the right combo, and he does. Oh, goes for the setup. No wall splat, but +6. That is a mid throw, ladies and gentlemen. Now he gets the big damage. Forward 3, fly 2 into the 1+2. Get up kick, no punish.
Nova's really struggling to deal with that. So much pressure, another perfect.
Dojin just straight in there right now. That is, ooh, interesting choice. You can hit confirm that, and it is launch punish one block, but he decided to start the round with it, maybe expecting a down 2 straight off the bat. Keep it in check with jabs, falls for the second hit, a down forward 1-4. Nice whiff punish with the back forward 3. No duck there, falls for the second hit, down 2 to keep him in check. Goes for the crouch jab.
Both players around even life, but resetting in the middle of the stage. Oh my God, right as I say that, gonna get knocked way back into the back.
And a hop kick, this should be able to close it out right now. Eddie does, Eddie will. Well done there by Dojin. Takes a 4-2 lead right now over Kornova from New Zealand. Will we see a character select? Will we see them go straight back into it? Will we see a stage select? I'm curious to see what happens.
Finally, it feels like Dojin has fought his way back to dominance with another character. His Eddie was basically unstoppable for round after round after round. And then finally the Dragunov to answer. But we know it's going to be Dragunov. Will it be... Yeah, still a Kazumi.
He's still going into the same stage too, so just straight back into it. Kornova just took some time to gather his thoughts. Maybe thinking about what he has to do, what changes he has to make. This Kazumi pick seems like it's working out very well for PBE Dojin. After winning 3 on Eddie, he's made his way into the set with just pure conditioning with his pokes. And Cornova there with the sidestep down for 2. And a nice combo with the down back 2-1 delayed 2.
Yep, explode off the launch into the wall, but a flip over the top. Dojin, though, will get knocked out for a round 1 win by Nova. So New Zealand striking first, but still a pretty dominant position for Dojin. Even if he does drop this set, he's got another couple to work with.
And falls for the mid option. That is a -13 on block mid, but it is a normal hit launcher. You have to sidestep right against Kazumi's fly stance. It evades all her options except the low, and some characters will lose to the throw from fly stance because they have a larger hurdle. And a nice down 4-2. That is the first one we've seen for the set, and he goes for the fancy combo. That's the combo I like. I don't like that 3-1 combo. None of that in my house. Gets the running 2 at the wall, 60% damage, closes it out, ties it up at 1-1.
Yeah, all right. I mean, every time you think that maybe Nova's just really kind of figuring out downloading this Kazumi, no, just firing back. It's been perfected multiple times. And Dojin just multiplicitous options.
And right now, just trading blows at range 0. Couldn't get a better punish. That is -12 on block. Can get a shoulder or one standing 1-3. Both players played very compact. Just try to use the same poke over and over again to just condition the opponent to attack after. Trying to see how they retaliate. Down 2. Kazumi now in rage.
So much potential here, but no. Down 2, man. The answer to all life's problems. You guys thought the answer to life was 42. It's down 2. We figured it out.
Oh, and an excellent whip punish on the running 2 there with the down forward 2. He's going to get him to the wall. He's going to get big damage. Very nice conversion there. Drops it. Gets too low to finish it. Doesn't break the throw. Will he sidestep? No. Decides to go for the tech. And that is guaranteed.
Nova
closes out the mid option. Another perfect.
He just takes his hands off the controller, man. Dojin, perfect after perfect. Is Eddie great? Is Kazumi almost better?
Nice, not stepping far enough. Keeps getting him with the down back 4. Hits him with the running 2. Can he close it out? And he does with the hell sweep. 5-2 is your final score for PBE Dojin versus Cornova. And a great effort.
Is this over? Did I win? Yes, no, you're just that good. Congratulations, man. That Eddie to start, the Kazumi to finish, the Philippines just domination. And that is going to set us up for such a cool matchup. Philippines versus Thailand's book in the grand finals. But even though that's the end of our semifinals, we are going to set up for the third place match coming up next. First, we're going to take a little bit of a break to just kind of, sit back, relax, and take in all the greatness we just watched.
That was a lot to absorb. That was some solid Tekken, and I can only imagine how great the rest of the matches are going to be. So, yeah, many good matches.
Looking forward to the finals, but before that, the third place match, and even before that, we're going to take a break, but not before we go over the brackets. Let you guys know how we got to this point. I wake up every day and kind of wonder that about my life, but this will be a little bit easier to see. You can see our round of 8 was super, super action-packed, starting off with a surprise victory for Switzerland over Korea. Then we followed Switzerland to the semifinals, where unfortunately it was just an equally close series. Thailand, though, winning it out and advancing to the grand finals, face off against Philippines. You just saw how that match happened, but certainly an exciting grand finals ahead of us. An exciting third place match as well. We still get to see Cornova play. He'll be playing against, honestly, the most electrifying, the closest games, the closest matches have involved this player. It's Kira from Switzerland. We get to see him defend his chance at this third place match coming up next. So, yeah, non-stop exciting Tekken, Alchemist.
I can't wait. These 2 next matches are going to be gold. Like, just off the chain in terms of excitement, hype, in terms of character diversity. I like what Dojin's bringing to the table, changing characters every now and again. I can't complain. I'm loving it right now. I hope the crowd is enjoying it as much as I am.
Yeah, if you're watching online, wherever you are in the world, or here in Busan, South Korea, it's been a pleasure to have you with us this entire time. We are going to head off to a commercial break. We'll be back in about an hour to continue things with our third and fourth place match, and then the grand finals to follow.